doing makeup for about 4 years now, about roughly 4 years. I took a little hiatus like the year after Mask Fest just because I was trying to focus on what I wanted to do with my career in college and everything. But once I got here, I just started doing makeup. And at first it was just to freak people out because I love getting reactions from people. And by doing that, I just kind of found my love in it. And I just kept freaking more and more people out. And now it's just kind of become a staple in my life of just doing makeup every now and then. I got into makeup by going to the 2012 Mask Fest in Indianapolis, Indiana. I went with my cousin and my aunts, and just seeing like all the masks and stuff that they had there was just really incredible, and just seeing how talented the different artists were, and just like the different techniques they used to make the masks and different monsters. I kind of got interested in it that way. I am self-taught. I just kind of got a bottle of fake blood and some latex at Mask Fest, and I just started going. And I used like some paints that my dad had and just kind of created like a really crappy burn on my hand. And then I just started watching YouTube tutorials and looking at anatomy books and just kind of seeing what it would be like if I tried different things and adding different elements to the makeup to make it look more realistic. So I just kind of went that way, and so far it's worked out for me pretty well. So I just recently got done doing a history of horror makeup where I started with Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and ended with The Conjuring 2. And I went through 31 different horror movies and posted one each day on Instagram and Facebook. And I did it just to raise awareness of horror films, as weird as that sounds. I hear a lot of people saying that the horror genre is just like the worst because it's just senseless violence and it's just stupid, and a lot of people don't like it. So I wanted to show people that the horror films have been I wanted to show people that horror films have been really innovative with the technology, and if you kind of think about it, horror films have kind of pushed the film industry further and further, just with like sets and monsters, and a lot of the films that we have today have taken elements from these old horror films, such as the Universals with Dracula, Frankenstein, and even if you go back further with Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and Nosferatu, and even the Golem, you could see a lot of the influences now that we have today in like comedies or action films or adventure films. So I just wanted to show people that horror films aren't just all blood and guts. They actually have some pretty good substance to it. What inspired me to do the history of horror, I'm a really big fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd. His real name's James Rolfe, and he, back in 2007, did his own history of horror, where he went through and did a video review of each horror film. And I kind of wanted to emulate that in a way, where I did my own review of the horror film, but I also wanted to do a makeup so it wasn't completely ripping off of what he was doing. But he's kind of a role model to me, and I really look up to him, and I'm inspired by him because he showed me a lot of horror films that I've never even heard of. Really, really obscure ones like Alice, Sweet Alice, or Dr. Pretorius, or what was it? I don't remember the other one. But he pretty much just showed like all these cool different horror films that I never knew existed, and I just wanted to share that with other people.